With the recent situation that has happened within the police department, it's important to consider the history of situations like this happening in the past when addressing a community about what's gone on. So, in 2016 in St. Paul, Minnesota, there was a shooting that happened that involved Philando Castille, who was driving in his car with his fiance in his passenger seat and his 4-year-old daughter in the back seat. Philando was pulled over by an officer and was asked to grab his license and registration. Philando told the police officer that he had a legal firearm in the car with him, and the police officer instructed him not to grab it. He did not respond. He just continued to look for his license and registration. And while he was doing that, his fiance told the officer that he's not reaching for the firearm. And seconds later, the officer fired several shots into the chest of Castille, killing him. And so in addressing situations like this, it's important to know your audience. If you're dealing with minorities, it's very important that you consider history in situations like this, and knowing that many people in the Black community and other minorities are afraid of police, and they already lack trust with police. So it's important to make sure that you tell this entire community and prove to them that you are going to do whatever you can to make it right, that you are going to investigate, that the officer was doing all he could with the information that he had, and that there was no better way to prevent this situation if that is the case. If it is found that there were other ways to handle the situation, then it is very important that you take measures to fire and potentially prosecute that officer, so that the public knows that you, as a staff, are not going to accept behavior like that, especially if you're killing somebody who is innocent of wrongdoing. So it's important to know that these communities are traumatized. They have gone through multiple situations and seen on the news many people of their own color killed by the hand of cops for things that could have been completely prevented. So it's just important that you address them with as much empathy as possible, and try and keep and gain as much trust from the entire community as possible.